Hey, what is going on, music community? My name is Dan. I am Cassette Mayhem. Welcome to my channel. We're just sitting there just a while ago. I was just talking to a buddy of mine, friend from the YouTube from way back. He used to be a guy who used to comment on a lot of videos, but I don't think he watches as many videos anymore. But him and I still keep in touch. And really good guy, big metalhead. And we were just shooting a breeze about music and buying and selling. He had sold a few albums, and he was telling me about, he got a pretty good deal out of these 5 albums that he sold, bootleg Venom albums, actually. So he sold them. He said he got a pretty good deal on it. And we were talking back and forth, because I thought he had sold his collection. So, sort of threw me for a loop. And then as we were talking, we were just going back and forth about music and collections, and it just got me thinking, it's something that my wife she tells me every single time she steps foot in my music room. And I think what you're about to hear, I think a lot of us go through the exact same thing. Our partners, or maybe you yourself, you always think about it, is what do we do with our collection? My wife will say, what are we going to do with this? Like, what are we going to do with your collection? Like, what's your plan to do with it? And I'll be honest, I think about it. I often look and think about, first of all, when do I stop buying? Second of all, really, what are the benefits of keeping all this, and what am I going to do with it when the time comes? I'm still a collector. I'm 50 years old. I'm still a collector. I'm just gonna keep right on buying until the time comes. I make a decision where, I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with my collection. Like, for example, here's Sleaze Bees, the Screw Blue Tattooed, very good album. This is what I'm playing in the background. But just in cassette tapes alone, I probably have, 2,000, give or take. And then CDs is, I'm not sure how many CDs I have now. Be over 1,000 or more. But anyway, and with vinyl, it's the same thing. My collection is small compared to a lot of people in the music community. There's friends that I have good friends in the music community who's got massive collections, like puts mine to shame. And I often think about these people, what are they going to do with their collections? What are they going to do with all that music, when the time comes? Obviously, I've got friends who they don't have children. What are they going to do with all that music? My kids certainly don't like the music I listen to. Am I ever going to give it to them? Probably not, but you never know. When I was talking to Glenn on Facebook or through Messenger, I said, I sort of had a goal in mind to where I want it to be and when I was going to stop buying and collecting. And I thought maybe when I'm 60, that gives me 10 more years to buy, collect, ponder what I want to do with my collection, but in the meantime, keep building. Because I'm a music fan. I love music, and I collect as much music as I can because it's the love of the music. It's been with me my whole life, and that's never going to change until the day I die. But there comes a point when everybody's life, me, you, everybody that's out there watching this video who's got massive collections, what are you going to do with it? So I often thought about, sell it off. When I get 60, I'll just sell everything that I got and perhaps use that money, because I'll be retiring anyway. So use that money for maybe a vacation, or I'm really not 100% sure, right? These are just things that goes through my head as I start thinking about, that time, when that time comes. And then, it's like anything else. Like, I often think about, this day and age, and so much music just at our fingertips. It's when do you stop buying? When do you just take the initiative and say, something? I'm happy with my collection now. from here on out, I'm gonna just do the download format. I'm not gonna go physical copies anymore, because I talk to my cousin Al a lot through Facebook, and him and I are on the same page. Like, metal has gotten fucking ridiculously expensive. I think I know why metal has gotten so expensive. One is bands aren't touring. They're putting out new albums. They're not touring. But albums, you know, it's freaking crazy expensive. You know, I was just looking on the pre-order for the new Accept album, and it was like $34 for the CD. Like, no, I just will not do that. Even the new Sodom album, I still want that new Sodom album. It still go for $26.99 on Amazon. So there comes a time where you're always pondering what you're doing with your music, and is it worth it to continue buying all this music? And I love the musical format of owning an original copy. Nothing makes me feel better than when I grab a CD, you know, I can open it up, you know, I can open it up and I can look at the cover and I can look at the CD and I can look at, I love this feel, right? Where, you know, on my phone, you're not getting that, right? It's what you hear. But there's so much music right at our fingertips that, you know, there comes a time where I think we all think about it, or maybe we don't. Maybe I'm the only one who really thinks about it. But I think about, what am I going to do with my collection? What am I going to do with a lot of memorabilia that's in this room? And, you know, I often think about that a lot. You know, is my collection going to be worth anything in 10 years? Who knows, right? Right now, vinyl has been crazy expensive for the last probably 6, 7 years, 8 years. And it's just, vinyl is growing, going. Is it going to drop? Don't know. It's just one of those things, right? So, yeah, I just thought maybe I'd shoot a video and maybe let me know what you guys think. Yeah, you know, what are you going to do with your collection? Have you ever put thought into, you know, A, what am I going to do with it? B, when it comes to a time in my life where I'm going to stop buying, you know, like, what am I going to do with it? Am I going to hand it down to my kids and let your wife go through that hassle? Because I can tell you right now, if something happened to me tomorrow, I'm putting a huge burden on my wife, because she would be like, what am I supposed to do with it? Like, what am I going to do with it? Right? I think as collectors, we need to let our spouse or wives or whoever, just let them know, like, listen, this is what we're doing with this music, right? If something happens to me tomorrow, this is what we're doing with our music. This is where it's gonna go. Or we maybe assure them to say, hey, sell it, keep the money, do whatever you're gonna do with it. You know, because music formats is one thing that, you know, again, you may not find a copy of this in 10 years. You may not find this on cassette in 10 more years, 20 years. So, you know what I mean? If you look at 20 years down the road, looking at this, it might be worth something. It might not be worth anything, right? It's sort of like hockey cards. 20 years ago, hockey cards were worth big money. Now they're worth pennies. They're not worth anything anymore, right? Some cards aren't. But anyway, back to the music. I guess this is where I'm coming with this whole thing, is basically, what are you going to do with your music collection? What are you going to do with it? You've got to come up with a solution. You got to come up with a plan. You know, we all have to, right? We make DC videos for the simple reason is we love music. We love talking about music. We love showing music. But there's got to come a point in your life where it's like, you know something? What do I do with it? And I think that's where I'm at now. You know, being 50 years old. Again, I sort of made some sort of a little plan that, you know, when I get 60, maybe I'll get rid of it then. You know, I've got 15 years left to work, and then I'm retiring. And then, you know, that's really not that far away if you really stop to think about it. So anyway, just wanted to shoot a quick video and basically just, you know, curious to see what your plan of attack is with your music collection. What are you going to do with it? You know, we all may have different ideas. That's just my idea. I'm going to come up with a solution, I would say, before I get 60. And chances are I will probably just sell it all off and let somebody else enjoy that music that I've enjoyed for so long, and have someone else have my music that I've had for many, many, many years in my collection, and pray that they look after it and take care of it, because, you know, a lot of these cassettes in 20 years, they're just getting harder to find now, right? Trust me, as a cassette collector, cassettes are going up just like vinyl. They're going up in price. I could buy this for 35 cents a couple of years ago. Not now. You'd be lucky to get that for 10 bucks, right? So anyways, music community, that's the whole point of this video. Anyways, thank you very much for watching my videos. I always love the comments. So, you know, like and share my channel. I'm trying to get to the 200 plateau, so I'd really love to do a contest. I gotta get to 200 first. So if you can help me out with that, like and share my video, shout out, whatever you want to do, and go from there. Anyways, until then, stay metal. Peace out.